A level of certainty would posit what would be uncertain. I found in life you usually can capitalize off something that has high uncertainty if you can spot it during the time being. For example, I was happy and I did a power skip. It's when you leap forward, you got one leg upright. It's a wrestling move if you use it on someone, an aerial knee attack. Or you can just do it in thin air, like an air guitar. You don't need to perform it on anything other than air. The air guitar, what an invention. The air swing, golf swing, air bat swing. Fantastic attributes of mimes. I thought I saw a mime the other day, and it was just a person cosplaying, but they were wearing black and white a lot, so I spoke to them to see if they would say something, and they did. I'm like, okay, well, you're not a mime. Yeah, but mimes, they do the air, anything. They play off air. What a label. But there was a derby car leaving outside of a place. It was getting towed, and you can tell because it had spray paint on it. I'm anti-graffiti, pro-buffer. What does that mean if you apply it to microorganisms through quantum mechanics? People love pointing at charts because they're easy to point your finger at, but it's the number one hated thing if it's unfinished, or you can't see why it's unfinished. So here's the capitalization from uncertainty. I did a power skip across a bug-infested plant. So here's a plant. It had bugs, like little mites, about 300 of them, all up the stem of a flower. So if I would have power skipped in midair, kicked that thing, I would have been capitalized off it. But instead I power skipped, it caught the corner of my eye, and it looked so grotesque. I'm like, well, you never want to be so gleeful around something so horrific, because the aesthetics of it from a bystander are just offsetting. I'd like to have a few jokes, if I will. In a construction site, you see people pulling up, and you can see who's in cars. They're wearing sunglasses and lime, laser yellow construction working shirts or vests. A whole group of guys in a truck, like a normal road truck, pulling up, and to all these other big trucks on the scene already working, and they're parallel parking next to the construction site, which is on the road. They're building a huge complex. And if you ruin that parallel parking, going on to the construction scene with your smaller truck, you are starting the day with a losing battle. I hate on my phone, it says I need a briefing when I don't have the internet. And so how does it get the internet to even say that I need one? What a slap in the face. Hey folks, don't shoot yourself in the foot. If you've got a phone case, I'm anti-phone case, but since cell phones have been made, I've broken over 7 of them by dropping them. So do I have egg on my face by being anti-phone case? And then asking someone, well, how many phones have you broken? The phone had the password or a Bluetooth option to use the phone as a fob in a designated club. Yeah, I work out at a gym. That's what I lost the code for on my cell phone as a fob, because my phone broke when I dropped it. So, what a question. Forgot my first joke. But here's the closer on a 4-minute intro. The Derby. Yeah, if you get a Derby car, you're going to do a, well, this car is kind of like a, not really a Derby. Look at it close. You see how it has some sort of graffiti on it. And it doesn't really need a whole bunch of it to have it be caught at the corner of your eye. Like if something's infested a bug stem, it's all black on green, you see little dots, you got great peripheral vision. You can spot these stuff even in mid-air doing a power skip. But to cancel the power skip into a kick, mid-air kick, bicycle kick, that would have been the rawest thing that I'd probably ever done. Unfortunately, missed that opportunity. But again, the car was a derby car being towed outside. I guess the fairs are happening. People are more gleeful when there's fairs outside. They're leaving a fair. They're still cheerful. It's like a holiday for the whole USA. Going on a vacation for a moment. Field trips, if you will. As adults, any age, they're all welcome. And you can actually, look at this infestation. Now, this is not a dragon fruit. It should look like one of these cherries. See, I got a keen eye. I've been a dishwasher a long time, so I can spot egg on plates that should be taken out when they aren't already. So, looking at plants, I can cross whatever and make it capitalize. Cross-reference, there you go, and make it capitalize off of having the keen eye. So that's a huge thing for myself. Fairs included, cross-referencing field trips to, oh my gosh, we're in this sweet area. That's why environments are huge. And when you leave that environment, you still think you're in the field trip day. When you leave your field trip at school, the class is over, but the whole rest of the day you feel as though it's been a field day, a snow day, because the field trip has just brought a huge easiness. And usually on field trips, it's a whole day. You can't go there and back in one class, so you get the next class all canceled and written off as like a hall pass, but it's a day pass. So it's, again, the field trip, you're going to go ahead and have that mindset even after you get back from the field trip. Oh my gosh, we just had an ecstatic experience. And I look at fairs the same way. They have that stimulation once you leave them. It's as though you're familiar with the area, and then just at school, you're near your schoolmates. But it's a huge difference, and boy, can it decay quick in escalation. Decaying in escalation. Which brings me to the tangent. What's the derivative of a tangent? It's cubed, but you can't double stamp. You can double stamp, but you can't triple stamp something. So something that's cubed is like a decaying acceleration. Escalation, even better word. The cube function. Graph it. Look at what I said. Outro.